What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another cartoon conspiracy theory with your host, as always, K-Mac time. Now, today we're taking another look back at the Pokemon series, specifically more the games, but I guess you could throw it in with the animated series as well. This has to do with how the Pokedex entries are actually created, what they mean, and how come sometimes they're a little bit weird. So let's go ahead and jump right into this theory. Now, for some time floating around the internet, there's been this kind of running joke, or this meme, which you're seeing on screen right now, is that 10-year-olds actually write the Pokedex entries because some of them just don't make sense. They say things like, Pokemon weigh a ton, they eat rocks, they can move mountains, they can fly Mach 2, you know, things that would be exaggerated by children, but, you know, technically aren't that true. That's just been kind of a running joke for quite some time, but if you think about it, it actually makes a little bit of sense that this would be sort of the truth. Well, let me explain a little bit about this. Now, in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, Oak hands the player a Pokedex in the hopes that he will gather data on as many Pokemon as possible. And unlike the television show, the player does not use the Pokedex to gather data before it, but instead after catching it. Now, like I said, in the shows, Ash pulls out the Pokedex and gets information on the Pokemon, and it tells him things about it, and before he catches it or battles it. In the games, however, it only gives you information after you catch a Pokemon. It doesn't give you anything. If you didn't catch it, you don't get an entry. Now, I believe the character, at least in some ways, is actually entering the Pokedex entry of that specific Pokemon into the Pokedex after he captures it. And that is where the data comes from after each catch. It's possible that there might be a little bit of data already from previous trainers or previous things that are downloadable onto the Pokedex, but the player, once he captures that Pokemon, has the option to either add or edit to the notes. This is where they're starting to gather information, and that is why Oak sends them out on these adventures to gather information on the Pokemon. This would explain how Pokedex entries are often exaggerated or overly imaginative, and how sometimes the data presented to the players are kind of crazy. Like it says that Pidgeot can fly Mach 2, or like I said, that Larvitar can eat mountains or move mountains, and stuff like that. Seems to be a lot of these things would be something that a 10-year-old would exaggerate. It's kind of something a 10-year-old doesn't comprehend exactly. They said, whoa, it moves really fast, it must be moving Mach 2, or wow, he can eat a rock, he must be able to eat an entire mountain. Things like that would happen all of the time. This also explains why in every generation of Pokemon games, the Pokedex entries are all different. It's a new player giving his own new perspective on capturing that Pokemon. And I believe that the Pokemon scientists around the world analyze all of the data that their students have added from their entries around the world in order to find similarities and create an actual master version of the Pokedex. So they take all of these entries from all of the people that are catching Pokemon, all of the little kids that catch Pokemon, and they kind of look for similarities. Like, you know, they both said it's fast, both said it does this, so we'll rewrite our own master version, a combination of all the Pokedex entries into a master compilation of it. And that's why I believe that some of them are kind of out of whack, and some of them kind of seem a little bit silly here and there. There's been some funny ones, and maybe I'll do an episode of this on some of the weirdest Pokemon entries or ever in any of the games. Maybe if you guys want to see that, leave a comment if you guys want to see some of those. But that's all there is to this theory, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around through the whole video. If you guys could drop the comment with the word Ash Ketchum in it. I know you guys stuck around to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. If you guys could smash that like button, I'd also appreciate that. We get to 600 likes to drop out next week's theory a day early. Also, don't forget to keep checking out the Facebook page and the Twitter page if you guys want to keep in touch. Also, follow me on Twitch for all that kind of stuff. And that's all the shameless plugs I got for you guys, I swear. But until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take it easy and peace out.